All right, keep that love going. Brett Hiker, let me hear you! Right. All right, guys, I gotta tell you this story. On my flight here, they were showing an action movie for the in-flight movie. And I was sitting next to this really cute girl, and she's like, have you seen this movie before? And I was like, yeah. She's like, what's it about? And I was like, well, Liam Neeson's like an air marshal, and he takes down a bunch of terrorists. And right away she goes, do not say that. And I was like, what? She's like, never say that word on a plane. And I was like, what word? And she's like, terrorist. They'll kick you off. I was like, all right, first of all, we're at 30,000 feet. And second of all, I like to think that TSA's profiling goes deeper than racism, which we're all aware of. And waiting for people to accidentally say the word terrorist. Like at security, I have these questions like, oh, what was your favorite comedy from the 80s? And some guy's like, Terrorist Bueller's Day Off. Oh, God damn it! Like, if anything, they should kick people off the plane that go where the way not to say terrorist. You know what I mean? Like, because no terrorist thinks they're a terrorist. Kind of like hipsters, it's the same sort of deal. Like, if I was describing the movie to her and I was like, yeah, it's about an air marshal and he tries to save the plane from a bunch of soldiers of God! Then I should probably get kicked off. Because I'm probably a terrorist. Or a hipster. Brooklyn is teeming with soldiers of God these days. Here's a weird story. I went out with my buddies the other night, and we all took LSD, thinking it'd be a really fun time. And then I met a really cute girl who was into me, and they all encouraged me, like, you gotta go home with her, you gotta go home with her, and then tell us what it's like. And so I did. They're like, so what was sex like? Was it weird? And I was like, yes. It was very weird. And they're like, how was it weird? Was it weird that you could, like, hear the colors and see the music? I was like, no, it was weird, like, in the middle of thrusting, I would just stop and say stuff like, what's your favorite bug? But here's the thing, it's like I don't have sex very often, so the fact that that worked once, the fact that I was 1 for 1, I had to try it again. So the next week I did the same thing, went to the bar, ate some acid, and then I met this girl, once again hitting it off, it was going really well, and like, I didn't remember like what we were talking about, but she had something I thought was really funny, and when she did, I was like, that's funny, high five, and when I did, she just grabbed onto my hand, and like held onto it and goes, wow, you have giant hands. And I know why you say that, it's like, oh, you have large hands, and may mean you have a large penis. It's a flirty thing. And I was flattered, I really was. But it's like the worst thing ever to say to a guy who's eaten way too much acid. Like my reaction was just to pull it back real fast and go, my God, you're right. Then she kept talking to me, but I couldn't even hear what she was saying because I was so concerned with the size of my hands. Like I tried to hide them, but I couldn't even get in my pocket. They were just too large. At this point, I'm like panicking and just knocking over drinks and candles with him. I tried to put it behind my back, but I knew like all 5 fingers were just sticking out like a peacock. And then she tried to give me her number, and I literally couldn't type it into my phone on my kind of my hands just being too large, just mashing multiple keys at once. And looking back on it, it's like all her fault because like I was so prone to suggestion. She was like, oh my God, you have giant hands, and I was like, oh God. And all she had to say was, and a giant phone. And I'd be like, okay, I got this. I wind up doing a lot of these weird comedy shows. I did a show a couple summers ago. I got a call out of nowhere, and this lady asked me, she said, would you be willing to do a comedy show for the Denver Center for Stuttering Children? And I was like, sure, why not? And then right away I was like, wait a minute. Does this pay? And she's like, yes, it pays. And I was like, how much? And she's like, $12. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely do it then. And then she asked me, she's like, but we need you to do 30 minutes of clean material. Can you do 30 minutes of clean material? And I was like, yeah, I can do 30. I can't do 31. All right, that's how tight. I gotta cut out that LSD joke. It's really tight. I was like, I can handle that. So I get to the show, and right before I go on stage, she turns to me and goes, you know what, we had a cancellation, so go ahead and do 45. Please welcome Brett Hiker, everybody. And I get up there and I start doing my set, and it's weird. It's like an afternoon crowd. It's all like parents and kids, and no one's drunk, and it's going bad. bad, like on a scale of like Batman movies, I'm having like a Batman Forever set. Like it's not the worst set ever, but it's pretty bad. And so I get like 20 minutes in and I was like, I am not gonna fill my time. So I was like, are there any kids in the audience who wanna come up and try telling a joke? And this kid comes up and he tells this joke, which I'll do for you guys word for word, which was, why did and right then I was like, oh, I forgot where I was. But his joke is why did the chick, and what he's trying to ask is why did the chicken cross the playground? That took 2 full minutes to get out. And then of course you guys know it's a classic joke. The punchline is to get to the other slide is the punchline. That took another 90 seconds. Here's the thing though, it took him so long to get the joke out, like he magically just built up anticipation, and when he finally got the punchline out, it crushed. Just absolutely, authentically crushed, like applause break and everything. And I was like, oh God, this kid's gonna take like 9 of my 12 bucks. And so right away I'm like, okay, everyone give it up for Tristan, or whatever people name their stupid kids. And I turn to get him off the stage. And when I do, I see there's 35 more kids lined up to tell jokes. 11 of which told the exact same joke. So my 45 minutes ended up being like an hour and a half. But I earned my 12 bucks. Thanks guys, I'm Brett Hiker.